This channel does not promote or promotion any illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant only for educational purposes.
Yo, what up? In today's video, we're gonna talk about what is the dark web. A lot of people don't even know that there's a dark web out there, but I'm about to break it down for you, and I'm about to give y'all some free game. Let's go. So basically, there's three different webs. There's the clear net, there's the deep web, and then there's the dark web. The clear web is your everyday search. That's, anybody could get on that. That's, Google, whatever .com, this and that. Then there's the deep web. The deep web is where it's more confidential. You need different usernames and passwords in order to get into that. It's a lot of confidential things that companies have. Then there's something called the dark web. And the dark web, this is where you could get pretty much anything that you want on this dark web. The dark web, a lot of people don't even know, that's about 80 to 90% of the whole internet. But a lot of people don't even know about it. The things on the dark web that you could do is, anybody can't just get on the dark web. You got to download, this and download this software and, have this and that. Like, you have to have certain things in order to get on it. But if you do get on it, this is where things get real. So basically, back in the early 2000s, something was created named Tor, T-O-R. And basically, that was for the U.S. Navy Federal Intelligence officers, so they could get on the internet and can't be traced. So basically, they're invisible on the internet. Because in order to get on the dark web, you need things like a VPN. That's called a virtual privacy number, in order to trace the internet without having your IP address. Because anytime you do anything on the internet, you have something called an IP address, and they know exactly where this is coming from. So even down to a lot of people, who got trap phones and everything, right? They think that they can't get caught, but with that phone, it has to ping off of a tower in order for you to have, your, internet and Wi-Fi for it to actually work. That's how people get caught up. So if you're not getting caught up on your trap phone, you just probably moving good. You feel me? Like, you probably talking in code and things like that. But don't think that if you have a trap phone, you can't get caught. That was just on the side note. So there's other websites as well, as far as Tor goes, because a lot of people started catching on to, Tor. But there's other websites like Freenet. There's, like Silk Road, Alphabay, Agora, Dream, and all of these different sites, they have different services that they offer. Like I said, on some of these sites, people hire hitmen.
What did he say?
On some of these sites, on the dark web, they spread propaganda. So a lot of lies and different things. If somebody doesn't like you, they go on the dark web and pay one of these services, and then they spread a whole bunch of lies about you. There's even been rumors saying that, they sell guns, drugs, anything that you could think of on the dark web, they got. People even have your credit card information on there, and they sell your credit card information on some of these sites.
Had your kids, had your wife, and had your husband, because they've been everybody out here.
So they got socials, they got fake IDs, they got fake money. I'm talking about real fake money that you could go to places and actually use. Like, the dark web, anything that you could think of on there, they got, pretty much. There's even been, people talking about they sell body parts. like it gets deep. Some of the things, another thing on the, dark web, if somebody, is trying to hide from somebody, they'll go on the dark web so they could get searched. Like, if they got stalkers too. A lot of people who go to jail and come out, who, snitch, they use the dark web so can't nobody trace them and kill them. They got a lot of snitches on there, so that's how a lot of people be getting caught, because they'll go on the dark web and then they'll tell on people, if they don't want to get tracked. They'll give people, different tips and different things like that to the police and to the governments. Another thing that they got on the dark web, they even have skimming devices. Skimming devices is basically where there's this thing where they put it in the ATM, and then as soon as you put your card in the actual ATM, it skims all of your information. So they got your credit card information, all kind of different things. So if you ask me, it's kind of crazy, because if this is a real thing, you got to ask yourself this: why hasn't the government shut it down? Like, really, really, really think about this. If all of this is a criminal underground, and the government has not shut it down. And the reason why I think is because they're making so much money off of it. They're making a whole lot of money off of this by selling people's, it's a whole bunch of criminal things, like selling people's credit cards, like information. The banks and everything are, why do you, I don't know. There's been people who I know personally who's been on the dark web, and when they went on the dark web, when they got off of the dark web, they felt like they started getting followed. And a lot of people, if you go to the wrong website on the dark web, people will literally hack into all of your information. There's a lot of secrets on there too that people don't even want you to, know. But like I said, if you go to the wrong website, they'll literally track you. And there's been a lot of people who said that they've been followed right after they got off of the dark web, and then they've had pictures taken of them, of where they was at, and posted on their computer screen of them and their child and all kind of crazy stuff. They've been having, notes on their door and just all kind of little creepy stuff. Yeah, that's basically what the dark web is in a nutshell, man. It's like a criminal underground, and where they do a whole bunch of different things, anything that you could think of. So yeah, that's what the dark web is. There's also something called, how we have like .com? People from the dark web, they call it .onion, just so you know. So that's it in a nutshell of that's what the dark web is. A lot of y'all have been asking me to do a video about the dark web, so there it is. This is just some basic information. In my opinion, I say don't use it, stay away from it, especially if you don't know anything about it, and there it is, more free game. Hope you learned something, hope you got something from this video. Click the link in the bio, and until the next video, I'll see you soon. Much love.